Good afternoon, everyone. I am sitting here at home. Just got from church about an hour or so ago. Having a good time, man. Church was just great. Church at Madison Mission, 183 Shelton Road, Madison, Alabama, 35758. Yeah, that's it. After this video that I'm posting now, I'll post the live stream from church. Church was just, woo, yeah. If you weren't there, you missed some decent, just magnanimous word. Just, yeah. Pastor Gregory Nelson. Wait, hold on. Before I get to the word, let me get to something else. A big shout out to my boy Shannon Austin that I've known for over 20, 30 years from Philadelphia. Him and his wife and his boys are here at Madison. That man made some grits today that had me just sluggish getting to the organ. When I say sluggish, I'm talking sluggish. Then he made this juice. It had, I can't tell y'all the ingredients because this man, yeah. So if you haven't, and let me put in a plug in for him. If you haven't bought his cakes on Friday, I will tag him in this video. See him, find him. Those cakes will change your life. All right, off to the food. Now to the real food of the day. Pastor Gregory Nelson, the new pastor at Madison, preached today on covenant. Well, let me back up. If you've been going to prayer meeting and church for the rest of the year, Madison's theme has been on covenant. Covenant with the church, covenant with yourself, covenant with God. And today he talked about the covenant between Joseph and what Joseph had with God, not with just anybody else. It's coming from Genesis 39 here, and I don't even know how much I will read. I'm going to just start at the top, and I'll probably go to verse 18 if I don't mess up here. I'm going to try to take my time. Starting at Genesis 39 from the American Standard Version of the Bible, for those that are reading along. Verse 1 says, "And Joseph was brought down to Egypt, and Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, the captain of the guard, an Egyptian, brought him of the land of the Ishmaelites that had brought him down thither. And Jehovah was with Joseph, and he was a prosperous man, and he was in the house of his master the Egyptian. And his master saw that Jehovah was with him, and that Jehovah made all that he did to prosper in his land. And Joseph found favor in his sight, and he ministered unto him, and he made him overseer over his house, and all that he had put into his hand. And it came to pass, from the time that he made him overseer in his house, and over all that he had, that Jehovah blessed the Egyptian house for Joseph's sake. And the blessing of Jehovah was upon all the land." Skipping down here to verse 7. "And it came to pass after all these things that the master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph, and she said, Lie with me. But he refused, and he said unto his master's wife, Behold, my master knoweth not what is with me in the house, and he hath put all that he hath put into my hand. Verse 9, "He is not greater in this house than I, neither hath he kept back anything from thee, because thou art his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against God? And it came to pass, as she spake to Joseph day by day, to lie with her, he hearkened not unto her, or to be with her. And it came to pass about this time, that he went into the house to do his work, and there was none of the men therein with the house. And she caught him by his garment, saying, Lie with me. And he left his garment in her hand, and fled, and got him out." Whew. Mercy. Bottom line here, real simple. Joseph made a point to say, I made a covenant not with Potiphar, but with God. He made a decision to say, you know what? Let's back up. As fine as Potiphar's wife probably was, because look, back in those days, like Pastor Nelson stated, Egypt was at its height. You know, it was this modern day New York, modern day Las Vegas, Orlando, Florida, whatever city you want to relate to. It was that modern day of that time, and Potiphar's wife had to be fine. Just had to be fine. And for you ladies, Joseph wasn't no slouch himself. He had to be fit. He had to be well, because he was over everything that was going on in Potiphar's house and his land. But Potiphar wasn't home, so he could pretty much do what he wanted to do. Now here's the point that drove it home, that messed me up. It was in Joseph's lineage, or in his DNA, to mess up, because his father manhandled someone else's father to get the wife he wanted. And we could take a step back farther into his generation to his grandfather. His grandfather, at the time, man, it's just so deep. He laid with someone else to have another child. But come to find out, I mean, Joseph just said, look, I ain't gonna do it. So for some of y'all, guys and girls, and let me put another here plug for some of y'all. If y'all haven't gotten E. Dewey Smith's single, go get it, because it talks about manhood and all this type of stuff. If you as a man just know, no matter how good or bad the situation is, just don't do it. It's not that deep. And I know I'm rambling for some, but for me, this is personal. Like, look, Joseph just got his stuff and said, look, I'm going to leave my coat and run. And that was always my plea. No matter how good she is or how good she looks, it's really not that deep. Do something else. Go produce a track. Go sing. Go play ball. Go do something. You know, my boys were always around, you know, if I needed to go play ball or do something, man. Just, he got his stuff and left, man. But the big point about this was Joseph had a covenant with God, man. He said, I don't care what happens. I don't care if I lose this house, if I lose whatever. I am gonna make a covenant with God. I'm just gonna say, God, for God I live, for God I die. Man, I'm gonna end it here. Y'all go ahead and watch the live stream, because I'm gonna post it under this post. But y'all just be blessed, man. Today was a good day after church. And then, last point. Let me tell y'all something about click tracks. Click tracks not only lock the band, but can also set a mood. Can take you somewhere. Boy, oh boy, I thank God for Lou and the MPC 2500. I don't care how old it is, that girl is right. Anyway, y'all be blessed. Glad for some of y'all that watch this post. Hey, y'all just be blessed and have a great day. It's a nice day outside, nice day to be out doing whatever. So that's it. I'm done. Thanks. Love y'all. Be blessed.